Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. In today's video, we are going to be doing a kitchen clean with me. We are going to be showing storage solutions, affordable storage solutions, as well as a small pantry organization. I'm going to be pulling out my Cricut and making some labels and just making this super small pantry more useful. So I'm so happy you're here. Let's go ahead and get started. So I ordered these items off of Amazon. I will have a link in my description box. These are just glass spice holders as well as some bamboo glass containers. I got this for the tea and the drink packets, as well as this really cute little turntable that comes with the little plastic compartments that come out, which is super easy. Here's my Cricut, and I'm going to be using this for my labels. I'm so excited to be doing this. It's going to make my life so much easier. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out all of the spices first, and I'm going to just basically take inventory. I have really large containers of spices, and I'm going to kind of just go through everything and check the expiration dates, see what I need, what I don't need, and how I can condense. When we don't have a good pantry organization and storage solutions, we often buy things we don't need. And so I'm taking this opportunity to go through everything, counting it, and then bringing all the glass jars out to start filling them up. So this little batch of glass jars comes with this little rubber silicone funnel, so it made life a lot easier and definitely less mess. So I'm gonna just start transferring some of the spices from one jar to the next. I will also keep some in their original jar because they match this glass jar, as you will see in just a moment. And I'm just trying to get everything very cohesive, fluid, make it very easy to see when I'm trying to cook. So I will have leftover in some of these plastic containers, and I will put that, like the overflow, in another bin so I can just fill these jars up. What I like about the jars is when you fill them up, it's easier to see. So when you're in a hurry and you're cooking, you can just go through there. As well as these big containers, as you saw that I have, I can just bring this all in here, condense it, and it's easier to use. Also, if you're like I am, I often pour way too much in my food because those containers, the big large ones, have such a large spout, and I've made so many mistakes with dumping more seasoning than I need to. So I love these glass jars. I know it's going to make my life so much easier. And in this kitchen, there is no pantry, so I'm trying to utilize space the best I can. Here is what it looks like. I will say I haven't labeled it yet, so I just put the spices that I used behind it, so when it's time to label it, I don't get it all mixed up. Here are the bamboo jars, also from Amazon, and I'm going to fill them up with some of our pantry staples, like marshmallows, of course. And I'm going to use these to just have something really pretty to look at. Honestly, like I said, we don't have a pantry here at this kitchen. I'm trying to make it look nicer, as well as easy to get to. And I love how clean and modern these jars look. And then this is my tea holder. Chris really loves tea. I'm not really into like hot tea. I don't love it, but I'm trying. I've got my echinacea here, and then I'm going to fill up the little packets here of Propel. My kids love this, especially Josiah, who is in soccer. These are great. And so since I don't have any more tea to put in here, I figured this was the perfect spot for it. So I'm going to make my font here with my Cricut machine. I love this because I am able to customize and personalize so many items, more than just storage solution and organization. You can do so many things. The sky's the limit. You can also make shirts, cards, stickers. Honestly, this machine can do so much, and I love it. I use it for all of my projects inside the house and outside the house. I used to run a little business and I used it on a regular basis. I love this machine. It is so user friendly, and who doesn't love to have everything personalized? I want to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. It is a dream come true to be able to work with them because I already work with their products so much, so it is such a blessing. So one thing you will notice that I did, I put 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of the actual lunch drinks and whatnot. And let me tell you why I did that. My goal is to make my life easier. To make my life easier, I've got to help my kids make my life easier. So I have some littles who are still learning how to read, and I figured it would be so much more beneficial to label the bins with numbers instead of words. So I can tell, say, Noah, go into bin 1 and get your lunch drinks. And if for any reason I have to use that bin for something else, then I can say, well, go into bin 1 and get the chips. And that way it is more versatile, and that bin isn't stuck to lunch drinks. It's just labeled by the number, and they pick up on numbers much quicker than reading. So that is my little tip for you guys, a way to get your kids help you. So I'm going to continue to declutter this kitchen. I'm pulling everything out, and I am going to be rehoming everything in here. I'm going to be making room for all of my new pantry solutions, but first I'm going to wipe down all these cabinets. I wanted to give you an overview of the mess. When everything comes out, this is what it looks like. Don't let it discourage you if this is how your kitchen looks when you are trying to declutter and organize. That is okay. It's a part of the process, and it's good to be able to take inventory to see what you need and what you don't. As I was decluttering, I noticed this home had a lot of extras, just like 2 containers. Actually, there were 3 of sugar. So I'm going to be condensing anything like this and then just make it go in the little cabinet here. I will eventually move all of this again. And then I'm using an old glass jar that was in the cabinet, and I'm putting some of their condiments in there because I just don't feel right throwing it all away. But this is just to show you a little trick to be able to use what you already have. This is how it looks. If you don't have enough space, stack your cups, but I feel like it turned out pretty nice. You will see here I had to stack the cups because I did not have enough space. But when you don't have a pantry, you have to utilize what you have. I'm starting to put all of the bins in here. I decided to put it in this cabinet mainly because I do have kids who are small, and let's just be honest, they do jump on the counter, and I figured the counter right here was the easiest to jump on to get their things for lunch. And I'm going to continue to label these bins with numbers. When I am decluttering and organizing, things will come in and out constantly. I have to keep putting things in there and step back and see how I like it. And I love the way this turned out so far. I love this little turntable, or Lazy Susan, whatever you call it. It turned out so cute. I got this from Target. I actually used it in my laundry room at the old house, but it is perfect for fruit snacks, as you see, and it is easy for the kids to be able to get it when they need to make their lunch. This bin here is for all of our snacky stuff and treats. As you see, I have some graham crackers and chocolate and some stuff that I don't want the kids to get like the Black Forest gummies. They are so good. I got this little tray here. This is a spice rack from Amazon. Again, it will be linked. Because I don't have enough room for my spices, I decided to use a drawer, and I'm going to use the labels here and start labeling all of these jars. And the magic of editing, I have labeled all of them, and I'm going to place it in here. I felt like this was such a creative hack on how to store your spices. It's right here, right next to the oven and the stove when I need to use it. So if you have limited space, I highly recommend these. I picked up these jars. They were $3.99 at Target. I looked for the Dollar Tree ones. I could not find them anywhere, so I had to get these, and they were much cheaper than on Amazon. So $3.99 each. Like I had mentioned, I got 6 of them, and I'm going to fill them up with my olive oil and my other things that I use, like balsamic and apple cider vinegar. We use apple cider vinegar in cooking, and so I have the large container that I will have as overflow, but I'm still going to go ahead and fill one up for display because it's just easier to get to. I'm going to continue to put the labels on these bamboo glass jars. I really, really love these. I am going to be ordering more for the new house. This that I have here will actually be going to the new house with me. I'm not going to leave it in this house because someone doesn't live here all the time once we leave. So I love the way it looks. I love the gold labels. This vinyl I actually just got from Michael's. You can get it anywhere, and get creative with it. You guys can have so much fun with the font. I chose the font here that's just very easy to read for my older kids when they are helping me cook and bake. I want it to be easy for them to grab what we need. I am so in love with the way everything looks. As I had mentioned before, I did move those cups and decided to put these pantry staples right here above the coffee mugs. I love the way it turned out. I feel like this is a great way to utilize a very small kitchen with no pantry. Let me know what your favorite thing in this video was. Let me know if you want more of these very quick, fast-paced kitchen or home organization projects. I would love to bring more your way. This is much shorter than my usual cleaning video, but I wanted to do something different, and I also wanted to bring you some really good pantry organization solutions for wherever you're at, especially if you have a small kitchen. So thank you all so much for being here. I love you so much. I am grateful for you, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye.